Dear Ali, it's a pleasure to meet you again at the Arabian Travel Market in Dubai and to catch up with you.
The pleasure is mine. I think we had interesting conversation in the previous discussion, and more than happy to speak more about loyalty.
Ali, so first of all, congratulations. EmCan just turned 1 year old and you had a very, very exciting journey. Can you give our members an update how the year has been for you?
Thank you. EmCan says hi back. We're one. We're actually very proud of the team that actually put that great effort on putting the customers first, as always. We take great pride of actually giving back to the customers. They are part of our community in which we always want to adhere and actually increase more value for them before thinking about it of a more business relation. Once we turned one a couple of days ago, we have exceeded 400,000 members, and we also want to appreciate the ambassadors of the station, because without them we wouldn't be able to reach where we reach today. Also part of the milestones that also we like to celebrate in is we are focusing more on the sustainability part of EmCan. So EmCan not only caters to the customers and the daily visitors that come to Emarat, but also has a value add to the environment in which we are trying to reduce the carbon footprint in the station. We digitize our raffle, we are adding more promotional and community aspect campaigns that actually give back to the community.
And you just mentioned campaigns, so you've run quite a few campaigns in your first year. What was actually the most successful campaign to date?
Personally, I would choose two. The first one is the Emarat Millionaire campaign. So the Emarat Millionaire campaign actually changed lives. We gave 1 million dirham in cash to one lucky winner. And when that happened, it actually changed that person's life. You can't understand what kind of impact any organization might have with these campaigns and promotions, but it's our duty to see how did we achieve that. So the winner actually had a life-changing experience, which we are extremely proud of. The second campaign was the Back to School campaign, in which we offered tuition fees or paying tuition fees for our lucky winners and our lucky customers. So these two actually gives us more incentive to give back to the community, and actually choosing campaigns that actually add value, and then changes lives, supports families and communities. So I would say these two are the highest impact for us at Emarat and for me personally.
And so this year's topic at the Arabian Travel Market, the loyalty panel topic, is all about experiences and lifestyle loyalty and emotional loyalty. And all the campaigns you mentioned now, it is already relating. It's more than just collecting points. You give back, you form a community. So what is your approach actually to emotional loyalty and also to experiences at EmCan?
So as you know, in the loyalty, let's say, practice, there's different types of loyalty attractions. So you have the emotional loyalty, you have the transactional loyalty, and then you have the different types of segments of loyalty that you focus on. For us at Emarat and also through EmCan, we want to focus on the 360 aspects. Any experience is to remember, whether it's a culinary experience, whether it's a hospital experience, a travel, anything will always have that field that you will never forget. So we always try to envision ourselves as part of the customer. So me as a customer, I would always think, okay, what kind of value or aspect I would have that relation with that brand. That brand could be a product-centric brand, or it could be a customer-centric brand. But what does that brand stand for? What's their why? So that's what we want to tell people. The why at EmCan is to be there for you. What offerings we will give you, and hopefully we will share some news at the end of this discussion on how we want to increase that. So we want to increase that through the value offering, the partnerships, the experiences. Could be travel, could be education, could be actually giving cash incentives to them. So it's not, as you mentioned, it's not only that commercial aspect. It's actually not the transaction, it's not the reward thing. It's the value add. we keep that customer as part of our family. And so the main question would be, how would you treat your family? What would you give your family? That's our mission statement, or the vision statement of at EmCan.
Ali, that's a very, very ambitious vision statement. And what is your approach to partnerships, and what is your vision for EmCan? You already mentioned about the family and being part of a family more than just a loyalty program.
So we set different strategies based on business landscape. So our strategy this year will be focused more on partnerships. As I mentioned also in the previous discussions, this year is focused towards partnerships. It's because without partnerships, there is going to be different value offerings. So we want to focus on different segments in the market. For example, we want to focus on the airline partnership. We want to focus on the retail partnership. We also want to focus maybe on the transportation partnership that will add value to my customers. The more you add to the ecosystem of your application or your program, the more that customer will always remain for you for a lifetime. That's why we want to focus on the customer lifetime value of what EmCan offers.
And you mentioned in our previous conversations about being the SuperApp. And so what is your vision? When do you want to reach it? What have you set for yourself?
We set with the team, also with the blessings of the management, is to have EmCan being a super app by 2026. It is a bold target, but I believe in my team, and I believe that we will achieve that, especially with the competitive landscape we're in. That 2026, watch out for EmCan, we're going to have a nice surprise.
And with your partnerships, which you just mentioned, is there anything you can share with us yet?
I would put a date. It's either end of May or end of June. We will be onboarding one retail partner. That's all I can disclose. However, we have a new partnership coming in. They're an SME. As I mentioned, we want to focus also on uplifting the community. So we have one of the startups in the UAE that we are working with to have an added value for our customer, which is a towing service on EmCan. So you can actually earn points towing your car, whether you want to renew it, take it to a garage, or move it actually from country to country. So that we can disclose. We are announcing our partnership with Tower, the startup that created that bond with EmCan, and EmCan actually supports the startups and want to actually add more value for SMEs in the country.
And but another very, very innovative project you launched most recently is your Landmark project. And I think it's the first in the world. Can you share more details with our members?
So Project Landmark is the first naming rights project in the world. So we don't want to resemble it with naming rights because it's much more. So naming rights is having that, or Project Landmark is having the naming rights within Emarat stations. So you can have, so we recently signed with Al Maria Bank. So Emarat station will be called Emarat EmBank station. So Emarat EmBank station, from a marketing perspective, will have a huge footfall to that station through millions of customers that go there. So that partner is going to have an immense exposure to their brand. That will create their acquisition, that will create knowledge and brand value for them. On top of that, so from the business part, the business itself is going to utilize Emarat station as their showroom. So of course, every business has different products that they want to offer. So for Al Maria Bank, they're going to have a smart kiosk that you can do your daily business on. You're going to have special offers, special activations that will have more acquisition to the bank. Now for the customer side, they will have an extra offering. So when you go to Emarat, not only you're going to use EmCan and have that value, but also you're going to have different brands and different locations offering you something extremely special. So the business value for that brand is going to increase tremendously, also for Emarat and also for the customer. So we wanted to create it a win-win for all. So that's the essence of Project Landmark. We say it's naming rights and more. So we are also onboarding a couple of more down the line. We take great pride that the first naming rights of fuel stations in the world is within the United Arab Emirates.
And with that, you're actually building a ecosystem. You're building a community. So, with me being a member at EmCan Loyalty, I will have a bank account. I might have a travel partner. So this is very, very exciting, and it's a very, very ambitious project. So we look very much forward to hearing more from that. Ali, as our last question, what I would like to ask you, since you've just turned 1 year old, but you had a very, very fast journey, and it was really a fast track. Can you share with our members or any company which wants to launch a loyalty program your experiences and give them one piece of advice?
Yeah. What I would say is, for any product to be launched or a program or even any business, always put yourself in the seat of the customer. Be the customer, experience the journey, and then build the product. These are the 3 steps that you always have to consider. Now, in the loyalty business, commercials are important for any business, whether you're investing in the infrastructure, on the architecture of the application, and also on the design. But then never lose the thought that you are the customer. Because for loyalty game, it is a customer lifetime value. It's not for quick wins or quick impacts. These are the things that everyone should focus on to have a successful program.
Ali, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to catch up with you, and I hope we will catch up again next year.
Of course. Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank you.